Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. So I was in my local Sainsbury's last night and I found something that shouldn't be stocked just yet. So this is 75373 Ambush on Mandalore Battle Pack. I was rather excited to grab it and get stuck into it and get it assembled and see what everyone thinks. So yes, let's have a little look at it. First thing is, the box is rather small. Not small as in wrong size, it's just that we have had this box size before, going back some years for battle packs, but I was just quite surprised to see it now when they've been the sort of oblong shape for quite a while. But that being said, it looks very nice. The artwork looks fantastic. If we look around it, it's got the new Imperial Commando figure on the front and a nice little bit of artwork on the side which matches the front. We got the great big yellow security protected sticker, which a lot of our supermarkets do, and the back box art looks just as good as the front, if you ask me, with the play features in there. Going back to the front, you can see that we have 4 brand new figures. We got the 2 Mandalorian warriors, one which is a normal Mandalorian warrior, which is different to the one we had in the foil pack and Bo-Katan's ship, and we've also got the Mandalorian Night Owl. I mean, people are going to love these for army building. There's no getting away from it. It's just fantastic. There's also 2 brand new Imperial Commandos, Moff Gideon's guys, and they have brand new helmet molds, so I'm really excited to see them. So yeah, overall for £20 it's looking like a very good deal. Obviously they're a little bit more expensive than battle packs have been recently, but I think looking at those figures alone, it's going to be well worthwhile. But that wasn't all. I didn't just find one battle pack, I found 2. So I got them both because I thought what I will do is make a little bit of extra scenery with the 2 and just see how they connect together as they're meant to connect together, but also make my own version of the 2 put together and see what you guys think and see what I can come up with in a short space of time. But yeah, as I said before, I'm really excited, so let's get stuck into this and see how it comes out. So this is the build, fully complete, and it's small, but it's absolutely great if you ask me. The good thing about it is normally in a battle pack we'll get some sort of small build of a bit of landscape or maybe a little tiny ship. The ships are usually very underwhelming, and the landscapes are not usually anything good. But if you ask me, the pieces they've used for this rocky build are all very usable for mocks and just making the actual build much larger. So if you wanted to buy 10, 20 of these, you could have quite a substantial rocky outcrop, if you like, or the mountain, or whatever you want to call it. But I think it really does work for this battle pack. So just having a little look, the little extra bits that come, you've got this little stud shooter gun here, which we all know, stud shooters, love them or hate them. We've also got this little ammo box with a thermal detonator in and a lid that fits on top of it. So we can put that on, and that's fully enclosed in there. We can have a look at the little build around it. So, I mean, you've got some nice pieces, nice sloped pieces in the dark tan and the dark bluish grey. You've got a nice weapon holder here. They give you an extra long rifle there. Here is the little clip to join it together with the next one, which I will be doing in a minute. Let's take a little look at the figures up close. So Lego, I feel, have knocked it out of the park with this lineup of figures. Not only do we have no name figures, which, as we know, for building armies is not a great thing in battle packs, but these molds of the Imperial Commandos and the prints on all 4 of them are absolutely fantastic. So let's start off with this one, the Mandalorian Night Owl. As you can see, it is really, really nice. We don't have arm printing, but overall the actual torso and the legs, the helmet, I mean, the detail is just stunning, really. The shadows and the a little bit of battle damage, and the little logo right in the middle there, the Night Owl, I think is fantastic. Both of them have these jetpacks on, so that's good, and they have these Mandalorian blasters. So that's the Mandalorian Night Owl. Next one is the Mandalorian Warrior, which we have had a Mandalorian Warrior recently, but it's been slightly different, a different colour scheme almost. And this, again, this is a completely different print, so I'm really happy with this one. The main difference between these two is the visor colour is slightly different. This one's like a dark or medium to dark grey, and one's like a completely silver. So you can see those, but yeah, they're fantastic. They really are. Then we have these Imperial Commandos. And obviously the best thing about these are these helmets, because they are brand new molds and they just look fantastic. They do remind me of the Solo figures somewhat, the figures that come in Solo, some of the Imperial guys in that, but I think they're really, really good. And they've got this little printed tile that goes on their backpack there, so that's completely new. They have printing all round, not on the arms again, so obviously Lego saved a bit of money there. All of the figures have black heads. Let me just show you the back printing as well. So a little bit of back printing there on the Imperial Commando, but this helmet is the standout bit from this set, if you ask me. It's just lovely. Here is the back printing for the two Mandalorians. So this one is the Night Owl. And I'd say the main differences between these are the silver bits on the side of the Mandalorian Warrior, on the side of the belt, and the actual, just the folds of the material on the back, which is represented by either little black lines here, down the side, or little silver bits all over it, which represents obviously the creases of the material. So this is what two of them look like together, and I've tried to make a little mock battle. not the best, but it actually, I think it looks pretty good, really. For two little sets pushed together, I don't think you're going to go too far wrong. And I think kids will have an amazing time with this after watching the show and creating their own little battles. I think they will have great fun with this. Obviously, these guys can move on these elements, these clear elements. I don't know whether this element is brand new. I think it might be, but if not, it's still a very cool piece. But yeah, you can really angle your warriors to fight each other properly. I've got the two little cannons there. Also, what I've got, I want to show you if I turn it around, is these the little bomb crates. They stack rather nicely. And what I didn't realise or didn't show you in the last one is they actually give you more than one of the thermal detonators. I've always loved these little printed tiles as thermal detonators ever since they come with the Leia Bush figure, and it's a very nice little piece actually, so no need to make it new. It's just, it works really well. So yeah, overall this little set, when you put the two together, comes apart. I think when you put two of these together, they look quite good for a little display on their own. So the next thing I'm going to do is try and make something a little bit unique of my own out of the pieces I've got from these two sets. So we'll see where we get to with that. So this is my alternative build for two battle packs together. I've used nearly every single part in this. Basically that was my aim, and I haven't used any outside parts. It's pretty good. There's a couple of issues, I would say, that there's too many small parts maybe to make it look really good. But if you added a few extra different types of slopes and a few little extra details, I think it could really look something. So let me just talk you around what I was trying to do. So I was trying to make the door frames just that little bit wider. So I've got like a two-toned effect, or double-barreled effect, whatever you want to call it. So you can see that they are sort of just set off from each other. I mean, obviously, if you've got two, you've got two. So it made it nice and easy to do that. I was originally thinking about making the door bigger, but I think it worked better like that to give it a bit more thickness to the walls. Round the back, we have we got these extra bits, so I didn't know what to do with them, so they just stuck out there. I've got like the flashy light area of the doors when they're opening and shutting, so that can be constantly flashing, so they're slightly different each side. That looks quite nice. Another gun rack back here. A spare stud shooter, whatever type of gun it is. And going back around the side, we've still got the 2 lots of crates of thermal detonators stacked up. I had this spare bit as well, this clip bit, so I didn't know what to do with that, so that just stuck out to the side. This guy is shooting off his stud shooter here. This guy's got a thermal detonator running to throw it at the Mandalorians. We got the one commando here up in the sky, another Mandalorian warrior up in the sky here, and I added a couple of trans red studs just at the bottom. They would be better in orange really, but it still looks quite good just to give it a bit of thrust. I've added the extra studs I had around the place. I quite often do that in mocks actually, little studs, just to give it a bit of raised height here and there. I also originally had these little grey cheese slopes more up here, but I didn't think it looked as good, so I've scattered them randomly around the base of the actual mock. And the Mandalorians obviously meeting the attackers head on as much as they can. This one running through the door, and I didn't show you, but this guy is sneaking up from behind, so that's quite nice. But yeah, this little build took me about 3/4 an hour all in all, dismantling one of them and mostly keeping one quite similar and then adding bits around it so that it worked in the best way I can. So it looks similar but not the same. So hopefully you enjoyed this extra little section of joining 2 battle packs together to make my own version. And hopefully I can see you in a video in the near future. Please remember to like and subscribe if you like it, and I will see you very soon. Thanks everyone. Cheers.